Let's get it. Let's get it. 4-4. All right, boys. 9th pizza in. Eddie's dying. Justin's completely slumped.
Money, huddle, gotta, cutter, lotta, orders, dollars, quarters, wrist, water, rich, porter, yo bitch, on the.
In the crib in Dallas. First time meeting up with the internet money friends, which is kind of surreal that they're not just like pixelated. I'm actually seeing them in 4K. But yeah, I claimed the big bed. I'll give you a little house tour. This is the actual stew. We got the kitchen here. What's up, Austin?
We're just cooking up.
Yeah, we're chefing up. We got ground beef. Hella ground beef, like 18 pounds for the week. Here's the other bed. We're gonna get some air mattresses here. Dylon actually made 4K today, which is fire. Bro, Dylon's onboarding a new member while cooking a steak at the same time.
I meant use both.
What a G.
Dollars, quarters, wrist, water, rich, porter, yo bitch, on the, gonna, wanna, come on.
We're out here, beautiful rooftop in Dallas, enjoying some food with the squad right now. We're like 7 days into the trip, so we're almost done with the trip, but it's been a lot of fun. This boy's actually about to launch his first high ticket today. He's got his first sales call, so I'm hyped for him. But yeah, it's been a fun trip. It's just cool. Like, I've made more money on this trip than I've spent, and it's like the law of attraction is real, just being around everybody. We're all just bringing good fortune. This boy is about to close his first creator. And yeah, we're just having fun, making money, and enjoying the views.
But I'm dropping for the real niggas. Let her do it. Let her do it. What's up? What's up?
Yo, we just got to the crib, pulled up to Brady and Eddie's place for the mastermind. Yo, Mr. Low. What's good, bro? All right, this is where the mastermind's gonna be, on the couch. Got the whole squad in the setup. Camera.
Bro, I left my fucking camera at the house, but it was dead anyway.
All the boys are vlogging.
Bro, we got Aiden in here.
This is gonna be fun.
Reseller got.
Together, I'm just gonna start with this side. And then we'll kind of take those topics and we'll riff and you guys can ask questions and stuff like that. Sound good?
All right, Dylon. You're on camera, bro. What was your biggest takeaway from the mastermind?
I think everybody collectively agrees. Hygiene standard.
What is a hygiene standard? Describe it.
So I guess for me, I'll give you a perfect example, which is me. My hygiene standard is $10,000 in my bank account. If I don't have that, I start rushing. I start panicking. I know I gotta put 10K back in that bank account, and it just keeps me stagnant at that type of money. And basically, I need to move the needle to 15K. It's because that's what I think is normal, and that just keeps me, I gotta move it to 15K. When I start seeing 15K, start rushing, and that's how you just move up the hygiene standard and start actually keeping the bread you make.
Yeah, for me, honestly, the biggest thing was just my hygiene standard, because I had too low standards for myself, and like, you're never gonna be greater than the lowest version of yourself that you tolerate. And I was too complacent, and I wasn't insecure enough. Like, a lot of motivation is driven from insecurity. Like, motivation comes from deprivation, and that's why all the richest people are getting wealthier and wealthier, because they feel the poorest. Like, money goes up infinitely, it can only go so low. That's why poor people stay poor, because they don't feel very motivated to make money. And that's why you need to spend time around people who make a lot more money than you, because they raise your minimum standard for yourself. And that's why, it's corny, but like, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time around. And so that's why we're here at this mastermind. We're with Austin, we're with Brady, we're with Justin and Dylon. Like, we're all growing. And the funny thing about this, like, we're all doing 6 figures, Brady and Eddie doing 7 figures. And it goes back and forth between like very, very interesting business concepts and then just completely fucking around and jacking off.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just a fun lifestyle to live. We understand the mission. Dylon, do you understand your mission?
For sure. For sure, I understand the mission.
Yeah, bro.
Got a lot to do.
Lots and lots to do. But yeah, this pretty much wraps up. we were there for like 8 hours. So this wraps up day 3 of the mastermind. I mean, now we're kind of doing the after party, going on a walk. Eddie's friend is cooking us some fire food tonight.
Dropping for the real niggas. Played out dropping for the real niggas. Let her do it. Let her do it. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
You really want to make sure you find a balance between enjoying life and spending your money. If you make a lot of money, all you do is save it, and then you just get hit by a car and now you're disabled. Now you're just a really disabled guy with a lot of money. That's kind of boring. You could, though, take the other end of the spectrum and spend all your money. Then you're just going to be a rich guy that is not really rich because he's spending all his money. So you want to find the fine medium in between where you're enjoying life, getting good experiences, getting good food, traveling, buying nice things every now and then. I think more so you should focus on the food and the traveling part, but it's all about that fine balance in between. So it's yin and yang, you know? Yin and yang.
This guy's really a finance guru. He's a natural born creator. All right, boys, 9th pizza in. Eddie's dying. Justin's completely slumped. All the boys are dead. All right, boys, my fault. Yo, so we're in the Tesla right now. We got ZNA resells right here whipping us.
Good.
And we're wrapping up day 2 of the mastermind, which is fire. We honestly learned so much. We were just in the pool. Brady was dropping sauce on all of us. He's kind of tearing us apart a little bit as well. But it was fun.
Much needed.
Yeah, much needed. Awesome. What do you have to say on this?
There's a lot of work to be done, man. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about managing my time, getting better at focusing. It's not a talent, it's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
And actually doing deep work, bro. Me personally,
And
I'm a
planning-
scatterbrained fuck. And I'll do something for 15 minutes and I'll do something else, but I need to sit down in the mornings and do my maker work, right? Do my creative work for like 2 to 4 hours. And then the same thing in the afternoon. Do some management stuff, okay? And actually delegate my time properly and get the most leverage out of it. I haven't been as high leverage as I could have been, and that's something that I want to work on.
It's honestly the simple shit. Like, when you first start out, when you first start out, you are, or at least for me, I was focused on all the simple things like planning the next day ahead, And then at least for me, when I got a little bit ahead,
Sorry, I showed you a ball.
When I got a little bit ahead, I started not taking that shit as seriously, and then now I'm like, damn, I actually need to plan my day in the future. It's like so simple, but it's like I need to plan my day. I need to actually do deep work in the morning and separate my making from managing.
Yeah, there's a spot, I think it's back that way a few miles, that we used to sit at. It was a rock that we started a podcast on for the first community we're growth operating for. We called it the Resellers Basement Podcast. We used to sit on this rock and do a podcast out in the fucking woods.
I think I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, with all these random strangers just walking by. Like, what are these kids doing with the phone propped up with mics talking on a rock? But it's always crazy to like come back here and look at how far we've came.
How old were you guys during that?
16, 17. Like all throughout our last 2 years of high school, we would just longboard every day. After school, we'd come here.
MPCville.
This is NPCville.
Nah, it's a cozy little hometown.
Bro. We got the family with the golden retriever and the baby stroller. It's good vibes.
Money, huddle, gotta, cuddle, ladder, orders, dollars, quarters, wrist, water.